If you're going to PvP, you need to get the best equipment you can find. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can solo farm outposts on Genesis 1. Hello Dodo crew and welcome back to another video on ARK Survival Ascendant. Grab a bottle of water and let's get straight into it. Outposts are one of the best ways to farm high quality loot on Genesis Ascendant Part 1. They can spawn all across the ocean biome. All outposts use a set of predefined spawn points, so the best strategy is simply to fly or swim around and check each location until you find one. Oh, and I developed ARK Intel, which is a tool that can show you all the loot drops you can get from outposts on all maps. If you want to use it, just check out the link in the video description. All of the outposts come in 3 different difficulties, not only increasing the level of the creatures and thralls attacking you, but also the amount and types of creatures attacking you. You can get a decent amount of near-capped weapons and armor pretty fast with a couple of easy and medium outposts, and if you're lucky, you can also get tech gear if you're doing missions higher than Gamma level. Overall, I think those missions are a great way to get a decent amount of loot, even if some of them currently feel a little difficult and might get patched. Outposts are quite tough, and you'll need at least a brigantine and the upgraded cannonballs, so you can do more damage to ships and buildings. It's best though to have already unlocked some of the ship skills from the skill tree, as otherwise it will be really difficult. You can't have any creatures in the naval battle to help you, and ships can only be upgraded through these skills. By the way, I'm at around 10k subs. My goal is to hit 20k subs by the end of the year. So if you enjoy these guides, hitting subscribe would really help. As a thank you, I'm giving away 3 Tides of Fortune DLCs. Just subscribe, leave a comment and post a screenshot as proof in my giveaway channel on Discord. The winner will be drawn at the end of the month. Good luck! Before you even think about running outposts, your setup matters a lot. If you go in unprepared, especially on higher difficulties, you're just going to lose time and get overwhelmed. For Gamma, you can get away with something really simple. A basic sloop is usually enough if you know what you're doing. It's more about learning the mechanics than raw firepower at that stage. Once you move into beta and alpha, things change completely. At that point, you really want the brigantine as your main ship. The extra durability and firepower makes a massive difference when things start getting chaotic during the raid. And honestly, don't underestimate your ammunition here. Upgrading your cannonballs is huge. Better cannonballs can completely change how fast you clear artillery and ships. It's one of those small upgrades that ends up saving you a ton of time in the long run. Your ships isn't just about cannons. The skill setup actually matters quite a bit. There are a few passive upgrades you want to look out for. Increased damage against enemies, better movement speed, longer range on your attacks, and abilities that help you expose weak points during fights. These all stack up and make your runs way smoother. Then you've got your active abilities, which can really save or speed up a run. For example, Ghostly Winds gives you a temporary speed boost, which is perfect for repositioning and escaping. Attack Dinghies spawns 2 support boats that help apply extra pressure during fights. Used correctly, these can turn a massive fight into a controlled outpost raid. Once you're actually inside the outposts, your creatures become just as important as your ship. The best picks for this raid are, for example, Deinosuchus, Carnos or Sarkos, because there are a ton of people throwing ballers at you, meaning everything smaller will get ballered super fast. I did it with a Pyromane, which was a pain due to the ballers. There are currently 4 different types of outposts, each with a different boss. However, the loot dropped does not depend on the type of the outpost, but on the difficulty level. The only thing that changes is the boss that appears at the end. For example, in the Fortress you face a captain and in the Kraken you face a sweeper. The different types of outposts are Shattered Mines, Ruined Prison, Fortress and Kraken. All these islands look different and have a different theme. The enemies remain the same, but there are varying numbers of locations you need to destroy, and depending on the theme, this may be slightly easier or slightly harder to reach. For instance, at the fortress, you simply have to search every corner and then the cellar. Whereas at the Kraken, you have to go back and forth between smaller islands so that you can destroy all the locations. All outposts on Genesis 1 are structured in the same way. First of all, you must use your ship to destroy the pirates' towers and artillery. Depending on the difficulty level, there are 6, 8 or 11 towers that you must destroy before you can continue. Whilst you're destroying the towers, a few ships will spawn to attack you. The number and size of these will vary depending on the difficulty level. The easiest option here is to use reinforced ammunition. This can one-shot most buildings and also sink most ships with ease. You can change your ammunition by placing an ammo box on your ship and then loading the ammunition into it. After that, you can press the ARK key. And I don't mean the pirate key, it's the ARK key on your keyboard. And you can toggle between your default ammunition, reinforced one, incendiary ammunition and corrosive ammunition. Reinforced ammunition deals extra damage, incendiary ammunition creates fire on impact, and corrosive ammunition reduces the armor of ships when they get hit. Once all the towers have been destroyed, you must destroy the remaining ships until all your enemies have been eliminated. After that, you can go ashore. Here, you'll need good tames or equipment. From now on, pirate thralls and capros will spawn and attack you. You'll need to kill them to collect dynamite. Once you have enough dynamite, you can go to the loot stash and blow it up. For the smaller loot stashes, you'll always need 5 dynamite, and for the final one, 10. Depending on the island, you usually have to destroy between 3, 6, 7 smaller loot stashes, so this can take a while and you should be well prepared for it. But be careful with the loot stashes. If you place dynamite and there isn't enough to destroy the stash, thralls can take the dynamite back from the stash and reset your progress. Once you have destroyed the final stash with 10 dynamite, a boss will spawn which you must kill to get the loot. This is usually a straightforward just hit it boss, meaning you deal damage whilst making sure you don't die. Once the boss is down, a timer starts counting down to the point by which you must have left the island, otherwise you will die from the damage the island deals. You have exactly 1 minute to do that. At the end, the loot spawns and you can simply pick it up where the island used to be. It will be clearly marked on the map though. And additionally, you can also loot the ships you destroyed earlier, because every time you destroy a ship, it also drops a ton of loot like cannonballs, buff food or armor. I hope you liked this video, and I'm thrilled to read if this video has helped you. Hit the like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm and consider subbing to the channel. Alright, Frodo.